favor. Away!
Woo! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Critscast, as we're continuing the Highlander train that never has stopped on any of the actions, or stations for that matter, as we are going to be casting a game today, a semi-final in fact, of the ETF2L Highlander season. When are we ready to go? Where do we want to go? And, well, we're ready to go right now as far as I'm concerned. Of course, as for maps that we're going to be looking at, it is going to be Product, and with Gullywash following up, and then if both teams manage to equalize, it's going to be Steel as they decide. I hope you guys are ready. I mean, I'm ready. I'm excited. Hopefully scrambled as well, as we are going to be watching these two teams duke it out for the final spot, as the timer is right now going down. Both teams are ready in spawn to get this one rolling, and we're gonna be watching Mars right now whipping his team to fight to get to the mid as fast as they can. This time June is on the first offense here, putting quite a lot of damage, but taking quite a lot of damage himself here, as well, he's just gonna wait for the medic, get some heals back, try to scope out the area, but neither team is really willing to put themselves on the board right now. 25 HP on the Devilman, as Thazo is doing his work. No kills either way either. It's already been quite a few seconds. He's gonna be looking for Menti, but Menti takes the kill here, opening up a lot of sides. There's another shot, and Dave goes down. That's 2-3 down from the side of blue, and they are not looking too good right now. They're losing more and more players to this, and June is on the offense, picks himself up a Kalis, and he's gonna be looking for the Pyro as well, just completely wiping out the competition. Floor is littered with bodies right now, as T9 is going to take this one in a full-on sweep. They'll be resetting right now, sort of getting those heals from the medic, as Jack has gone down in the last engagement. Maybe a little bit too excited, maybe too overzealous going into the battlefield, and unfortunately has fallen down, which equalizes things for Dave quite well. But the point doesn't belong to them anymore. They'll have to really try hard to get this one back. Now, Narkari is on that little shed top. He's going to do a lot of damage to the dispenser. Very important pick, you know. Gives you ammo, gives you health. Basically a second mini-medic. You're going to be trying to put a couple of shots into Quintosh, who's not too fast. He has a lot of health to work with. Cobbs is working that Thomas Lab, trying to get a lot of damage done, but he's low on health. He's going to eat the sandwich, but he's eating it front to the board. If the spy was around, that'll be an easy pickup, but he's not going to get one. Arcari picks himself up a kill on the flank of the Materasso. Ara going down, June going down. There's a lot of kills on the side of red. Jack is only 85%, but so is Dave. They're going to lose this point. They're gonna kind of save Jack's health, his life, get that Uber charge, and maybe hopefully go for a one-on-one, as T9 is losing this one with version 4 just kind of being calm and quiet and just kind of scoping this area out, with Menti leading the charge. He sees Cubone, but he's not gonna take a shot just yet. He sees the Devilman, gets a body shot into him. Now Cubone's going on forward, Tate finishes off June. And Uber is coming out on both sides, but not much is being done. However, a lot of kills falling each side. T9 is losing 3, 4 on the side of version 4. Cubone's gonna get mowed down by Quintosh, who's a bit pissed off. I know this man is kind of angry, and he gets into mode, and that is definitely playing to his advantage now. Point's gonna get recapped here by T9 quite easily, with most of the blue players off the battlefield, and Jack, nice 50-60% right now, as he's gonna be sitting nice and tight and quiet, somewhere safe, as to not cause any attention to the other player. Now Menti is on the rock, the famous sniper spot, sort of scoping out the area. Wants that 150 onto himself so he doesn't die from a quick scope from the other sniper, Thazu. Kalis is just sort of scoping the area out, but he's gonna get body shot by Menti. That's the third kill on this man, opening up a lot of battlefield as well, not having to worry about the spam coming on from the other team. Body shot into the head, that's not gonna kill him. Uber's coming out, however, June is on the medic, gets him down, as Dave has to visit the resupply locker. He's gonna go down, but the job has been completed, and only 3 players up for the side of blue. Amaterasu here, just kind of scoping the area. You know, she's not gonna really risk it just now. You know, they have the point. They don't really have to overextend. They don't want to. We used to see a lot of the overextension coming from the cliff and the side. You know, using this map to the advantage. It seems that both teams are really not willing to give up a good position behind the point, where you have a lot of ground. Now Menti almost dying from the shot. 6 HP on that lad, but he's gonna survive this one. June now is putting out a lot of damage. A lot of blue players swarming the point. Version 4 are not willing to let this one for free. Sprasty picks himself a nice free kill. Kayla's low on health, but he's gonna still kind of roam around, picks him some nice sludge there. Gonna look for Quintosh, maybe even Jack in there, but he's not gonna be able to get any. But he does finish off the point, only with 4 players up. Well, this is important to get the point. They are missing a lot of players, whereas T9 is in full force, and recapture is gonna go imminently. Now Stas, a nice headshot on the Pyro, a body shot just kind of tagged the Heavy as well, still alive, still kicking. And we all know that this map is very famous for the sniper shenanigans, really. And now Halus gonna get some help, but Uber's coming out of Jack. He's not willing to take any crap for the other team. Cobb's low on health. He's gonna sacrifice himself as the last man standing. And well, the only kill they managed to pick up from this scrap fight here. Ooh, Sprasty almost taking the sniper down, but he's gonna get burned by the Pyro. Well done there. Menti looking for the Kalis, and he gets the shot off of him. No more Mr. Demo Man for you. As Menti's still kind of on the prowl. He's so hard to take down, and Thazo having a lot of trouble to sort of control the other sniper as well. He's still quite aggressive, putting shots into the enemy bodies and taking a lot of health off of them. 3 seconds now. Dave going down with a great headshot there. Still looking for more. Just doing absolute work, but it seems that T9 managed to kind of control the point, and with no reinforcements to be seen from version 4, they're gonna be able to take this one round in a pretty decent condition with 1.5 minutes to spare, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you do it now. You have to do it 2 more times in order to advance yourself into the Gullywash map. Are going to be watching Quintosh rolling out with the rest of the team. June a little bit screwing this one up, and Kalos is one that is faster to this middle. June low on health. He's going to still be doing a lot of work. Picks himself up a Cubone. And now Kalos is trying to kind of equalize the battlefield. However, Peace going down there as well to a body shot from Menti, who's doing an immense amount of work, but June gonna get picked up by Kalos himself. And that's a lot of damage off the battlefield. He's still doing a lot of trouble there, causing a lot of trouble in the side of T9. Version 4 looking quite strong, but they're not planting themselves on the point yet. That's Team 9 who's doing it. And they're just kind of strong-arming their position onto the point. Uber is already ready. Dave going down there as well, which means no overcharge for blue team. And now Magister, ooh, lucky pill, catches him off guard while he was stealth. No more spy as Menti still in that spot, still being overhealed. Looking, sees there's a soldier there, but he's not willing to overextend just yet. Gonna get finally killed by Sprasty and giving Thazo a lot of breathing room to work with. Narkari favoring that spot on the top of this little rooftop of the shed on the side, not really overextending, waiting for the opportunity. Uber came out of Jack, a lot of flashing happening, picking 2 kills up for the price of the Uber, but now Dave has that advantage to work with. However, the point still belongs to the red teamer, and Team 9 doing quite a bit of work here, trying to secure this and not let version 4 to take this one. But Narkari now has that conch ready, gets himself a nice arrow, speed boost coming in, help at plenty, a lot of rockets being exchanged, but gets picked up by June. A lot of people are low on health. Quinto's gonna fall down. June trying to save his medic from the spy, does it. 45 on Jack. He's just kind of breathing hard right now. He needs to get this health up. Menti picks up Thazo with an insane shot there. Still looking on the battlefield. The point is not his, but he's still not giving up. Now a lot of trouble is on the side of Jack, but he gets secured there by Kalis, I believe. No, it's Amaterasu who does pick up Kalis. Nicely done. Still looking for more kills. Picks up Peace as well. Narkari is there up ground. He's gonna pick, well, she's gonna pick him up as well. 3K with the help of Menti. Nicely done. Doing quite a bit of work. 2 minutes to go on the clock for the Team Red and Team Blue. 2:20. Quite equal. Not much is happening. Both teams pulling and pushing this rope of tug of war. Menti scoping in again, body shotting Kalis, not getting the headshot. Uber's coming out, however. Jack has an Uber ready too. Oh, getting pushed is Kalis. He's in a lot of trouble right now, getting disconnected from the medic. Cobbs is trying to get this work done. But he's not gonna be able to get this one done. A lot of people dead, and Dave as well, who gets killed there by Gambit. catches him off guard. No more medic for the blue team. It looks like this push has been unsuccessful with Jack retaining most of his forces. However, the respawns are going to be quite long as Iroh just meets the respawn queue at 20 seconds, and the blue team only has about 10 to go when they die, which is a pretty respectable time. Kalo's on health, but still doing quite a bit of damage. Needs to find his medic to get the heals back. Quinter's gonna go full down. Find the point, gets recaptured here by the blue team, and version 4 is on a ticking clock with a minute to go for Team 9. 3 times on the clock already on the point. They're doing it. Team 9 is just gonna cap it like that with no defense coming out. The version 4, Dave, has gone down in the last battle here. Magister, a little bit of scuffle with the Pyro. Oh, he's gonna surf this one away. Low on health, the spy is gonna be found out, however, by Cobbs. Easily done here. Menti's still putting a lot of damage on the other team, and so far he's doing the most work. I mean, he is just completely destroying, but Sprasty is not gonna let this one go and focuses down the sniper to give Tazu room to work with. Py-bun scoping out the area, trying to get this point capped low on health. However, finding Amaterasu gonna get finished off here. Amaterasu chasing off Kayla's so low on health, finally going down as well. And there is a reconciliation rocket in the form of Narkari. Oh, 1 rocket, 2 rockets on Jack, but Jack survives this one. He's still alive. 10 seconds on the clock for Team 9. Version 4 still needs 2 minutes. They're lacking the players. Headshot onto Tazu. Menti is not taking any prisoners. Finally getting recap this. Only Tazu missing on the battleground. Manti is finally going to go down to Sprasty again, and Sprasty just has no more patience for the sniper on the side of Team 9. Now Jack has gone down as well, and Dave is about to hit 100%. This is looking quite promising as long as Dave lives and doesn't get forced by Mars or anyone else. Mars sort of a little bit paranoid, waiting for those reinforcements. Magister is just going to try to stop the sniper, but no, he whiffs this one. Dave is staying safe and secure. Narkari in a lot of trouble, just really using that favorite spot of his, but he's gonna go down to Amaterasu with the help of Quintosh. And in turn, is going to be Sprasty who kills her. Tazu is on the prowl. A lot of blue players swarming the point, but they've lost Dave, and that's a huge disadvantage. However, there's only 5 players up for the side of red. They may be able to hold this, but they need to get those kills from Tazu, who's just a little bit rusty there. Cannot get this hill. Oh, sees Menti, but Menti is card scoping. Only a body, 10 health onto Tazu, running away for his life, but they need to stay on the point. The overtime is gonna get them as the second point goes the way of Team 9. Wow. Well, Team 9 is definitely pulling their weight with 1 minute to go. A slightly better time for the side of version 4, but they really need to pull themselves by their bootstraps and figure out something new, because the aggression coming out of the German team is insane right now. Kayla's quite fast to the point, but so is June, exchanging a couple of greeting pills and rockets, and it seems that June's gonna get headshot by Tazu, who's finally all back on track. Kalos now has a lot of room to work with. They need to run away. Madrasu is just fetching the medic to the health back. But oh, Tazu, this time around, it's his turn. He's doing work. He's looking for Quintosh. Quintosh is a bit too low. He's gonna hide, but no. Ooh, he's gonna pick himself a kill at least onto Cubone. Nicely done. At least a little bit of a martyrdom, as they call it. Mars on the prowl now, looking for the spies, a bit too paranoid. Sprasty's been doing quite a bit of work on to the sniper as well. Menti, oof, that's got to hurt as Tazu picks Mars and picks up Iroh as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Tazu back in this game, and that might be the saving grace, but Team 9 controls the point with only 30 seconds shaved off it. Dave popping the Uber charge, going to red team, but the red has an Uber of their own. Now Narkari is going behind the enemy lines with that conch. Nobody has spotted him yet. He's shooting a rocket, 2 rockets, but he's gonna reflect it for this one. 3, looking for some more damage, and gets Quintosh. Well, that's Kalos who gets Quintosh, but he gets finished off. Mars is credit for that. He's low on health, but at least he saved his medic. Both medics now on equal HP, and version 4 finally recouping their losses, getting the point in control, but they're gonna have to wait for 3 players in the resupply to rejoin them on the battlefield. Kind of slowing the game down a little bit, trying to get those reinforcements back on track. Ooh, but however, Magister working onto Tazu's back, poking him with his hard steel knife. As the sniper goes down, Narkari is gonna shoot Quintosh down and send him back. Having a bit of a scuffle with Mars, both of them low on HP, both of them could die from a rocket, and both of them just kind of gentleman's agreement to leave this battlefield and resupply on their respective health packs. Kalis gets a nice arrow, 2 arrows from the medic. Dave close onto Uber, Jack low on health, but Uber as well, he's coming out with this. Kayla's going down, not fast enough, and too far was Dave to catch him, but he's trying to make most out of it. Py-bun is just leading the charge here. 2 kills for him. Low on health, but no, here comes Magister, who is sort of saving grace for the Team Blue. As they do take, well, Team Red, as they do take down Dave here at Team 9. Well, they do have the point, however. They've lost a lot in this last engagement, but they are pretty happy with the result. Jack alone health is gonna be waiting patiently for a lunch from Quintosh, carefully prepared with a lot of love. As Narkari still occupying that left flank, kind of making sure that nobody sneaks past, but there is a headshot from Antti. Another one with finish off from Amaterasu onto Cobbs. 2 down. 3 down almost, looking for more. That's an 8th kill onto Menti on Py-bun. He's looking for him, but that man's is insane. Finally getting killed by Sprasty. But that's a little bit too late as version 4 are losing time right now. They do manage to keep Dave alive. Narkari's gonna just get anti-aircraft gunned from the heavy weapons guy with the help of the scout. Not much to say about this except for RIP. Jack is on 100% right now. Dave, 70% on him. Bit of a disadvantage going on, but they got those fast respawns. Jumping into the battlefield is Cobbs just to receive a bullet to the dome. It's unfortunate, and Menti is just an absolute beast when it comes to this map. Oh, June takes down Py-bun. Not sure how this happened, but the scout is no more. Looking for Kalis and Dave on the flank. They have 100%. He's trying to pressure them out. Uber's coming out of Dave. He cannot wait any longer. Milking is happening from Jack. Low on health is the medic. He's trying to chase up the enemies, but the point still belongs to Team 9, and that push was unsuccessful by version 4. 45 seconds to go for Team Red here. Team 9 doing quite well. Oof, the shotgun to the face from the Pyro Gambit doing work onto Kalis. A lot of kills being exchanged. Cobb's going down. Py-bun as well in the last team fight. Finally, however, Thaz picks himself up a kill or 2. Looking for one more. Gavin, just barely missing him. Needs to get those kills to allow 4 HP to get on the point and maybe survive this one. He's getting the time ticking, but he's low on health. Getting some kills back from Dave, but Dave was low on health as well. Jack is a bit behind with Ubers. Almost capping the point, but not quite. Narkari's down and low on health are blue players, but they do pick up 2 more kills there. And a long respawn queue for the red team would mean that they will be able to at least recapture this, but they've lost 5, and Menti picks up a Cobbs. He's having a bit of a fight with Thazu. Both of them missing, a bit stressful, sweaty palms happening. Menti just kind of need to relax a little bit. And here is Amaterasu going down to Thaz. One more headshot on the soldier, making sure he doesn't peek his head into this. Both Ubers are being exchanged on the battlefield. Thazu waiting this one out, looking for some stragglers. The point's gonna get capped. Magister doing a lot of work here. 2 kills for the side of him. 2 players up for the side of blue. And version 4 is gonna be taking up by the sweep of Team 9. This deluge, this unstoppable wave of aggression, ferocity, and pure out DP back in this game. Team 9 versus version 4 here on Gullywash. 1-0 currently for Team 9. As we're going to be taking a look at which team goes first. And Kalis this time around, very, very fast in middle. June a little bit lagging behind, but he has a little bit more health. Amaterasu helping him out on the flank as well. But they're going into banana here, version 4. P sort of making sure that nobody sneaks behind. Amaterasu leading the charge here, putting a few pot shots into Cobbs, but he's really healthy and gonna get cleaned up, that scout. Cobbs is doing a lot of damage, picks himself another kill, and Team 9 this time around, they are losing the fight. With Jack still alive and still kicking, but not for much longer. Stazu finds a headshot on to Jag, being the hero he is. And version 4 in full control of this situation. And second point is about to be captured. Magister is all by himself behind enemy lines with that big kill. Oh, he's gonna have a little bit of scrap fight with the other spy. Sprasty's just deciding to run away. Picks himself up a health pack just to remain healthy, and Magister just kind of following up. Bit of a scuffle there, but June is on the prowl. Sentry is currently being built by the engineer Iroh, and they are ready to take this one, but Jack doesn't have an Uber charge ready, and Dave has 100% in his bank. Quintosh low on health's gonna enjoy himself sandwich, but Uber's coming out, and so is the conch! Taking down Narkari is now gonna try to take down Quintosh, and he's doing a little bit of happy feet wombo combo. The points being capped, and just like that, version 4 takes this one completely clean away from Team 9. Kind of showing what they're worth, and this is what this game is about, you know? Like, you lost the first game, that's fine, you know? We still have one more game to go with, and we can go for more now. Version 4 will try to recapture this success from last round. June quite fast to the middle, putting quite a few sticks onto the big door. Really nice with the medic, a lot of players around him now, so he's gonna have a lot of support coming into this middle fight as well. A lot of players swarming the middle point, but Quintosh just kind of holding this one down. And welcome back. Hopefully, you'll be able to take a little bit of weight off of me, because we are just now 1-0 for Team 9, and we're on Gullywash.
Good evening. No, I'm not back. Sorry.
Oh, it's Domaytoe.
I also still need to connect. Yeah, I can't have you go sore on your throat in the next morning. But you'll have to take this for like 1 or 2 minutes until I get the connect. But I will be right there.
All right, Dom, thank you for coming in, because one of the Jays has now just left the studio and there's only one left. But we're looking at version 4 just being absolutely relentless in the onslaught onto Team 9's defense. Second points currently being capped. Jack doesn't have an Uber charge anymore either, and Dave has 100% in his bank. They're going from the river area right now. Cobbs is just sneaking past. I don't think they've seen him, but they're kind of sense that there's a heavy weapons guy with that Tomislav spun up below. Quintosh getting a little bit pushed here by the blue scout here. A lot of damage being exchanged. June is holding this one back, and they do manage to hold this off, but there's 4 HP who reflects a lot of rockets. A lot of players are down for the red team. Iroh Morse, only people alive, and the second point goes the way of V4. Wow, 2 points, 2 wins back to back on Gullywash, and Team 9, well, they are, I think, a little bit surprised by how ferocious version 4 is on this map, and that just makes me think that maybe Gullywash was their pick, and they are way more prepared on this map than Team 9 is. June is on the battlefield, puts a nice stick underneath Kalos' feet, and Kalos goes down thanks to Matarasu. A good pick, slowing down the offense from Team 9. Team 9 actually doing quite a bit of work here, picking up 2 more kills. Narkari, Cobbs, 4 HP, all going down, and now Dave needs to run away. Team 9 is not fooling around anymore. They are done being pushovers, as they're going to capture middle point, already trying to get to the second, but they're missing Jack in tow. They'll be at least able to secure themselves on a second point, get the medic up, back on track, with Mente already scoped in onto the balcony, and survive this one. Are you with me, Dom? Yes, not yet, so I'll just carry on like I used to. The version 4... on the back foot this time around. They do have the Uber charge advantage, so they'll be able to maybe aggressively get this one gone. They know that Jack has gone down, which means they have the advantage. They're quite aggressive in the lobby area. Narkari is kind of scoping out the river. Bit of a problem here with Magister. He's going to be trying to sneak up a Mac cap, but not much, no pieces there. Just kind of maintaining what his name says, right? Team 9, Mars sees Sprasty there, trying to put a few black box rockets into the spy, but he's not gonna get them. Ubers can come out of the day, but no, it's gonna be way too early popped, and now Red is coming out. Cub's doing a lot of work in tow with 4 HP to get pushing, but wow, it's just a complete wipe pretty much on either side. Only 3 players up for the side of blue, 3 players up for the side of red, and both teams could be as equal as they can be. However, Jack going down to Sprasty, finding a kill there on the medic is crucial, as Dave will be able to maintain a nice little slow advantage. Now, as we're going back on track, point has been almost capped here by Team 9, but not quite yet. They can smell this round, but they cannot get it quite yet. They need to deserve it. So they're gonna work a little bit harder to get this one done. Kayla's very aggressive in the lobby with the medic healing him up. Dave, slight advantage over Jack, but a lot of players are low on health for the side of Team 9. Kayla's, however, going down to a headshot from Menti, and now Mars picking up Sprash. That's 2 down for the side of blue, and they still are down only to the last point. They're trying to plant some players onto the second to get that certain breathing room they really desperately need. They're still fighting for 4 HP and Py-bun doing a lot of work, but the headshot from Menti saves the point. Oh, but Cobbs is on the medic finally! But not close enough as he's getting mowed down by Amaterasu. Now Dave 100% on his back. Jack is 90%. They're missing Quintosh. They're missing Mars in this battle. And the second point is very close to being capped. Maybe a sneaky back cap would work. Both Ubers coming out. Very equal. Level 3 Sentry. They're going to try to focus that one first. Amaterasu now going on to Cobbs. Cobbs going to get finished off. She's checking out the secret. Now on the point. Now there's Scout. There's a lot of scuffle going on. 4 HP going to get blown up here by June. June is the last one remaining. They're going to try to scap this point, and they do! Getting themselves 1 point closer to that equalizer that they desperately need, and we haven't even seen 10 minutes of this game. It's only been 7, ladies and gentlemen. It might be one of the very few games that we've seen so far that is actually going to end up before 30 seconds do elapse. Now we're back on track. Round 4 of Gullywash. High octane action. Highest they could possibly be as I'm running out of steam.
Yeah, it's fine. For the 4th mid fight now, I'm right here as there's a lot of initiation actually though. Quintosh going down, June as well, a lot of people dying just initially. Just coming in late here, reaping off the fruits, you know. Jake, I want to be part of this too, but as it seems, maybe I'm the harbinger of doom for Team 9, which is, well, probably not so good, as I might be a bit biased here towards the Germans, but yeah, quite convincing take there for the version 4 team, just instantly going to plow it to the last point. And as you said before, they are being put onto the back foot early on, but they are looking quite well here, just going to equalize the situation as they even have this slight Uber advantage. I don't think it will do all that much, but you know, at least they are in a proactive situation right now.
Yeah, that's very important here. 100% either medic. Jack finally managed to survive this one earlier. We're with the conj. Very quick action coming on from both below and above. A lot of help being taken away from the blue players, however, and a great play here by Team 9, just making sure that the point is being secure while also chasing down kills. Dave is staying alive, but he doesn't have many players with him. He's running away right now. Magister trying to chase him down, but looks like Dave will be able to run away, wait for the team to respawn in that forward spawn as well. Magister waiting! Oh no! But the sniper here almost getting him down, and well, they lost the second point, but they did manage to stabilize, and they're still occupying middle, Dom.
Indeed, that was quite the risky situation there for Team 9 pushing out, yet the spawns were not quite up, though they bleed their players in there. Amaterasu going down, which is quite the key force here when you want to use this Uber advantage that they are still having with this 30%, 70% as we talk on Jack, still ticking, and they are lacking their scout, which is really what you want to take into the choke point, even though a demo is great. Just great aggression here as well, so we might have to see. It is not clear cut here in Highlander, even if you have the Uber advantage, since you still need to kind of get the kills, and just like that, Menti, as he's been popping off before, just did that, killed Kalis, but June gets dealt with as well. Thezo just being a counter sniper, killing him there, and there was a lot of rosering around with Spress, just getting so much actual disarray into the German team, and right now, you know, once again, a little stalemate, and Jack does back out with Gambit into Victor.
Yeah, a bit of a slowdown here as the choke is being occupied by either team. Neither really wanting to take the first step here. Thazo taking out Menti, and now they're rotating through the big door. Thazo scoping in, but a bit scared here. Conch coming out of Mars, who picks himself up with Kalis. Very good pick. He's still staying alive thanks to the amazing healing coming on, but Thazo, no mercy onto June. Another kill on the demo. Mars is trying to make some ground with his team. They have the Uber charge in tow. 3 players down on either side. They catch off the spy up guard just by a lucky jump here by Mars. Looking for the medic, maybe the sniper. He gets the sniper at least. He does survive still. He's on an absolute roll. What a shot there. Another one. He's going to be able to take another kill, and Mars is still alive. Dave has no one to heal right now.
Yeah, that was quite crucial. Mars was the absolute initiator and winner here, and they're even cleaning those players up though with cops, but Mars is still alive and he's still wreaking havoc with his buff banner, just going forward. He was the key factor why they even want to push this aggressively here, as right now there's a flank coming in with Jack getting really aggressive, killing Dave, just completely catching him out there, which is really the prolific Uber that you want to have in this situation. Chase forward with your fast 6s player classes that can just show you how the 6s map is played, and that was just on the right dot there, catching the enemy medic out. And as I was saying before, like Moss was the initiator in that whole fight as he got the pick onto Kalis there and Victor early on, just survived for so long. And they almost fell victim to a back cap as well, which was quite close there. A few players being farther behind on their own second point there from version 4, but eventually not getting anything done, as right now we are looking into a slight over advantage situation once again, but June gets killed, so that might steer some aggression forward.
Yeah, just a bit of a slowdown. Wiethoofd just scoping in, looking for Menti, but Menti does survive this one. He's gonna occupy that top lobby spot, maybe look for a lucky kill, hero shot that they desperately need, as Jack is an advantage right now in terms of uber charge. Dave is trying to catch up, but he's not gonna get Menti. Scoping dirty plays for the sniper to be in. Body shot onto Kalis, isn't gonna be able to finish him off, however. Now he's giving up his position. Kalis gonna get his heals back, also give Dave a little bit of extra healing. Conscious coming out, the red team is getting ready to get this one pushing. Man, he's now gonna rotate through the river, look for a shot on the medic. That'll be very, very useful, but now he's been spotted by the spy. All the information has been given away, and now the team will stay safe. Both teams, it's just a waiting game at this point, Dom. Looking, getting those picks, getting those extra kills. Maybe 1 or 2 will be enough. They do pick up Menti, opening up the backspace. Mars is also down, which means they're 2 down on the attacking team. It's a prime time for the blue team to push this one, maybe even force the medic.
That's difficult. It's not a clear cut for either team here. We just saw Nakari getting a lot of damage into River, which definitely stalled this entire push out, as Vazu is so aggressively into balcony. That was insane. He got the shot onto Quintosh, kills Gambit as well with a headshot, and Kalis gets the better on Junior right now. They're forcing them out here, which really just, they didn't keep their rear checked, and that was what I wanted to imply there. Staying so far aggressive in lobby with having 3 picks in your disbenefit will probably not work out for you, as Menti is just bunny hopping out of there. Still surviving this little mini sentry has nothing to do against Cops, as they're claiming their second point right now, version 4, as yeah, they're still, I don't know, like looking brave here, trying to plow this forward, as there comes the Uber once again out. Jack doesn't even have the Uber. June gets piped. But yeah, just a lot of aggression once again.
Wow, Dave is still alive, but not for much longer, as he gets picked off by Menti. So to stay a little too long, you know, overstayed his welcome. Now Cubone is picking up Materasu on this flank, and Gambit Ira both going down, which, well, doesn't leave a lot of bodies on the battlefield right now. Menti needs to survive and needs to save his medic. Cubone's on the point, but he's just gonna be satisfied with picking it up. Oh, but Menti, a dirty shot from the back. Nobody expected this. He's still surviving, bunny hopping away as Mars is there to back him up. This man is just absolutely filthy when it comes to these shots, and he takes no prisoners. Now Quintosh was gonna, well, go for this. There's a level 3 center by P's built up. He's gonna put a lot of bullets into the enemy team, but not enough to get anyone killed, as his middle point is gonna get recapped by Team 9. And slow it down yet again. Menti just being pestered by Sprasty, but not fast enough. Boy, and he's gunslinging his way through from a hip. Uber's coming out from Team 9. Dave doesn't have his. They're gonna try to lock him out, chasing him down, but he's gonna be surviving as Peace takes a pill. Like, get down, Mr. President. Surviving, but not for much longer, as Menti's just going to take, once again, he takes no mercy on the other team, picking up Dave.
There's no escape from Menti, who's probably still thinking that he's an Ozu. He's just chasing into lower, into the entire enemy team. He's behind them, going from their last essentially in and just body-shotting Dave there, who I don't know why he recommitted. There are probably some mismanagement there by his combo with the calls. June though getting picked up. Cops killing Jack as well there on the second point. Really, I don't know, just a lot of discouragement I think coming in, or maybe just disconnection of calls from either both sides here. Amaterasu trying something there on the second point, dying as well as a last straggler, yet I feel like this map is right now a bit teeming with weird Highlander strategies, as we saw level 3 coming in the midst of all that. So Sixes players may get confused, but this is how we play it here, as Brasty's getting the Menti pick. But as we go, Magister double K, they aren't to really initiate an actual crucial classes. They're killing Kalis and the sniper as well. So yeah, Jake, the fronts are kind of not clearing each other out, and Team 9 is still 1 point fewer than version 4 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, they have to recuperate this a little bit better. They have to work harder to get this one done, I'm afraid. And as, well, version 4 is still in control of this game. They still have 2 points, with Team 9 only 1. 15 minutes left on the clock, however. We're only halfway done, and this already feels like we've been playing for 2 hours. Mars on the point, you know, he's done a lot of work in the last fight, so he's on 200 HP. He's still alive, you know, that conch, that black box definitely keeping him alive quite well. Menti's still doing work. He's scoping, hard scoping into that choke area. He's gonna be waiting for TF2, but TF2 is not peeking. He's a bit afraid of the sniper. Mars going in the big door. He knows there are people there, but catches a random stray rocket to his feet, kind of discouraging him from pushing on forward. Ooh, there's so many bodies there. Communicated it well, and now the team is gonna go in through the choke, possibly. Both medics on 100% right now, and both are eager to pull their trigger.
Yeah, as you say that, I wanted to say welcome to Stalemate City here on Gullywash. We don't push in Highlander yet. There's someone peeking eventually, as June was that victim who fell to a sniper, but once again, Menti killing cops, they're getting a retaliation frag. So in this kind of situations, it's quite unclear to push here, but it is on Team 9 to do that, as also version 4 have planted a level 2 sentry gun into Big Door. So there is no rotational there is rotational awareness, but there is no rotational initiative for Team 9 here, because usually how you break these stalemates is you try to, get some new flanks, get cheeky, but right now there's initiative from Mars coming in alongside with Magicine. It's a push. Let's see who that actually turns superior to.
Zubers are very equal. Neither team is really taking kills, but here is Py-bun and 4HP taking down 2. They've gone as well, and Jack survives, but there's a lot of players down for Team 9. Quintosh is going to have a little scuffle with Cobbs, or here being backed up by Py-bun. Low in hell, but Py-bun does survive. Here's 11 HP on that man. Cobbs on 120 with no medic. He's going to probably enjoy himself a little sandwich very shortly, but the middle point is currently being occupied by version 4. Quintosh and June shortly to follow the middle ground of the battlefield. But no, Menti is still going forward, and he's still taking names. This man is unstoppable, now trying to be scared away by the engineer, but the engineer now got scared himself. The sentry gone down as well. The level 2 is no longer going to do any work, and Dave is there. TF2 as well, but no, TF2 is faster this time, and now he has all the room to work with. Going in hard, Quintosh gonna catch himself a bullet between the teeth. He's still looking for some more. He knows there are going to be people there. TF2 is just locking down Jack and the rest between the spawn and the middle point. That's not a good position to be in. Jack needs that uber charge fast.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually catching that up now. He gets snapped. That is a really weird play stance that just happened in the last 2 minutes. Jarun is probably going to fall as well there. The issue. Oh, Dave though gets piped June with the last miraculous pipe, maybe saving the last point. Yeah, I really did disagree with the push that Team 9 there did on the second point, as they just eventually suicide their players in. Then Snipers just did an awful lot of stuff there onto the midpoint, but after that, Team 9 fell victim to not having all that much players up, so they just completely got rotated out through Big Dow, which was so weird, because Jack should have been out there definitely, and his team should have also caught that, but in the end they pay the price for that. Hero gets kind of crack shot there at some point from TF2, but yeah, they're still being locked onto their last point here.
Yeah, it's not a good situation to be in for Team 9. You know, they have that 1 point down in the bank. You know, they need to get this debt, this credit paid for. Both medics at equal uber charges here. Version 4 actually kind of keeping up. You know, they're keeping up the pressure. June is a bit too scared to go away. They don't know where the blue team is, but it seems that version 4 are kind of staying behind. They're not willing to risk this one. They're building uber charge in the comfort of the big door. TF2 is kind of on the front line right now, looking for a hero pick. It's something they really need right now, a hero pick or two. Narkari is down for the count for the near future, and well, they are not going to push with one man down, especially if the other team is fully healed with a fully uber charge.
Yeah, it's once again a bit awkward for both teams here. Both teams built, which I give them credit for, as Jack also built, so he didn't lose his uber advantage, but in contrast, the other team also did not want to push, which is completely fair play onto them. They're still one up. They lose some players there, which is not the worst thing in the world. You can just rotate into CP Big Door. Nobody will probably touch you, as Menti also getting body shot there. TF2 on his 6k at the end of that, as he's just trying to walk in at some cheeky routes there. Nakari just getting some pressure, but you see, it's just tentative at some point, and no team really needs to risk all that much. I mean, Team 9 need to risk way more, because they're still 1 point fewer, and the other team is ahead, so I mean, version 4 don't have to risk anything.
Yeah, exactly. And version 4 actually, you know, they kind of like this position, right? Because you're kind of sieging up the last point of the other team, but you also are in the lead. so you don't really have that push to go and cap this one, but at the same time you want to stay safe. The second point is currently being capped by Team 9, however. There's 2 times on it. They're taking this one pretty much for free, and there's not much aggression coming out of version 4. They want to stay alive for this one. Now Thazo is scoping in on the big door, but he's backing away. Kalis is putting up some sticky traps, making sure that nobody sneaks past, but they're giving a lot of room for Menti, and we already know how Menti dangerous is. Gonna get himself kind of scared away, but there is Dave there to heal him up. Kalis, oh, sees the Menti, and nope, he's not gonna really take a part in this fight anymore. He's way too scared. Oh, Thazu with a crowd shot. Both missing over Menti. Oh, it's a bit of a fight, but here Thazu wins again. And once again, I mean, Menti is an insane sniper, but Thazu seems to be favoring Gullywash quite a bit.
I like how this is reminiscent of this entire match, just casting 2 snipers, just counter-snapping each other, but then again, this is what Highlander sometimes boils down to. And Manchester also writes something in... Well, he's learning German, so he's trying, so almost full German team, yet trying to plow forward here, as they are trying to rotate through big door, as there comes a conch though. From the explosive damage class is just going to take this exchange here. Quintosh does fall though in the back to 4 HP, and let's see who that favors, as they also get cap time here, so Team 9 will probably back out as they also lose June.
Yeah, it's not looking very good. I mean, they lost Quintosh June, but neither team really lost that many. And once again, it's version 4 who's on the aggression here. Kalis putting quite a lot of damage into this lobby, but not really taking any kills either. They're gonna rotate through the river. Neither medic has the Ubercharge, and when neither medic has the Ubercharge, it usually is that the aggressive team is going to take this one because a dry push is better than no push at all. Kalis kind of scoping up the area, 50%, 60% on Dave, 70 on Jack. Jack is going to have that little slight edge. Thaz is hard scoping onto the point, looking for any straggler and hoping for that reaction time to do the work for him. Body shot into the knee of the demo man, but it's not going to take him out. Menti now hard scoping into that dirty spot up on the river. Both red team members here trying to push this one. That's June and Menti. Menti now there scoping in. He's looking for a headshot, but team is just too scared, and you can see how much people are afraid of these 2 snipers. They're really not willing to push into the sideline.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Apart from the snipers, though, what I see is maybe not in the stalemate so much, but what we've seen when they pushed before. Team 9 is doing well with their explosive damage classes, but the flank kind of dies off there at some inopportune moments, as on the other team, version 4, are actually trying not to get too overzealous here, even though they could maybe get a bit more aggressive at some point, as they could get the cutchels out and don't be so amiable in their behavior. They're almost kind, as they're not punishing them. And right now, though, they lose some players, but as we said before, it doesn't really matter here when you hold this. They are still holding quite aggressive here if you consider how you even can hold them in, you know, how you can park the bus. They're still holding into this lobby.
Yeah, they're not really worried about the situation too much. I mean, they're letting the time run out, which is very, very comfortable. Dave is 100%. The Jack is down, so they can actually get this one pushed and get another point. They're Ubering very early. Sentry's up there, but he's getting a lot of damage onto Ira. Is making a very good job of keeping it alive. Cobbs is below, but he's going to go down. Only taking down Menti and Quintosh in his engagement. However, there goes a Gambit as well, and June is in the secret right now, putting a lot of damage on to the point, and there goes the point, ladies and gentlemen. 3-1 for V4, and it's not really looking too promising from Team 9. I mean, they did take down Koth in 3-0 sweep, ladies and gentlemen, but this round, this map is definitely belonging to V4. Version 4 doing a lot of work. We might be looking at a steel decider.
We'll see, as probably as I was saying, not the bad omen here for the Germans, as I'm also rostered on this team, but it doesn't matter as June is going forward. Mars is getting counter-reflected. They lose their most prolific players right at the start, as they're just going to be crammed up quite awkwardly into their own victor, as 4HP is spearheading this into a level 1 sentry gun with still up. Spresti is almost the only vital casualty there, just falling down in the end of that, and the flank is even going to spawn, as they're still trying to get Menti here into a fabled position once again into Victor.
Yeah, Menti is just kind of putting pot shots left and right, but he's not able to hit the mark. Oh, Drew's going for an air shot, but no, Kalis goes down before to Quintosh's anti-aircraft gun. Cub's gonna get finished off as well. That's 3 down on the side of blue. Dave to follow as well. Now Peas, now there's just a lot of stragglers as Team 9 is going in full force. They're not waiting, they're not really where they're not really afraid of Taz, they're just picking him off. Amaterasu looking for Sprassi, who's doing happy feet left and right, center, dodging away and surviving this fight. He may be able to get a stab onto the medic. No, what are you doing? Oh, just in case there was a pyro. And takes down Sprassi. Gambit for the win. Looks like this Gambit paid off, right, Dom?
They have to, I'm not even paying mind to that, they have to push the issue right now as Kalis dies, Cops as well, Dave as well. Quite the interesting pincer movement, they're just cramping them up as they regroup to the high ground, as June is just ever so frolickingly walking forward, claiming people alongside with Magister, as they're almost on the brink of pushing this last point though. Sprassi is going to put a knife into the pin of just pushing forward here. Magister is going to get revolver down at the end of that, so they can still make use with that full 100% as, yeah, Menti is working at making this an infinite Uber advantage.
Wow, this is just such a bad situation to be in for Dave. He's just getting killed left, right, and center. He's not gotten a single Uber charge this time, this round at least, and Jack is just sitting on a nice and cozy 100. Now they're knocking on the heaven's door, and by heaven I mean river, and by river I mean the last point. Magister is making his way behind enemy lines, Uber's coming out, he's waiting for a kill, the sniper's going down, Medic just respawn, but he's not going to be fast enough. Cobbs and Kayla's doing their best at keeping this point alive, Jack's Uber fading out, and look, just like this, they do a full reversal, DDT, and Team 9 is off the map with only Menti surviving this one and staying safe in the big door and giving all this room for version 4 to walk into his sightline.
Yeah, that was Team D9 rather than Team 9 walking in. As
wow.
They just, I can do the same. And the only people who really suffer from this are Twitch chat, so we can just literally deal with the puns here. Anyway, though, it was quite, as I was saying, awkward as Mars is, by the way, into water, but he'll probably not get the Savior backcap, as I don't want to spoil things, but they have to stop this issue here as Nakari is getting this little backcap. It's just delaying time. They really need to push the button to even get the 2 points to make this a tie, so they can try their luck onto a golden cap around, but they're, yeah, you see that Jack is also just get stabbed, and also their pushes didn't look all that promising here, and it's just making it bad for worse than they're only 2 up.
Yeah, they're just losing players left, right, center. You know, here's Cubones kind of scoping out, finds June just on an offshoot here. Minute and a half left on the clock. Mars is gonna find himself a lot of trouble. Cubone is just W plus M1 at this point. Taking down arrows, being essentially with the help of Cobbs. Cobbs not really noticing the spy. Maybe he'll just kind of feel him with a sixth sense, but not really. Arrows just building is going down. He's not a happy man at this point. 90 seconds left on the clock. Cobbs still leading the charge, but no, a little bit too late as Magister plunges his blade into the back of the heavy weapons guy. Now June is going in forward, looking for some kills here. Kalis is leading the charge. Oh, left, right, no, he's not gonna be fast enough as Kalis survives this one and wins it. Mars low on health as well, and seems that version 4 are just dead set on keeping this status quo for their side.
Yeah. It's only 1 minute to go here, it's time to pad the stats. Just look on the frag movie as you just disable all the HUD elements so nobody sees that it's into garbage time, so you can still get the nice frags, big air shots, but it doesn't really matter in the end here as Jack is just getting chastised, chased out by Q-Bonus. There comes the victorious Uber coming in, just claiming all the kills once again. We have to see how... Well, I give you the analyze, okay, after the amazing 30 seconds. Jake, I give you 20 seconds. You haven't talked enough for this 9.
Oh yeah, of course I haven't, so... You know, it's that time is usually just used to get those stats padded out, you know, getting extra kills. Maybe 1 more point for the logs, but a lot of damage being done, you know. T9 is still holding strong. 2 players are still up, however, and they're not going to be able to push this one as the time is running out, and this is it. 3-1 ends up in Gullywash being won by version. Let's return to the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is Team 9 versus version 4 semifinal for Highlander season 21, as they're going to duke it out for who takes on the final spot, as they're going to be ready to advance into the Premiership Edition next season. 10 seconds left on the clock. Both teams have equalized 1-1. First one, Cough Product taken by Team 9, and then the second one, Gullywash, taken by version 4. As the gates are down, Dom, and Menti is on the prowl. Sprasty is there, just kind of scoping the area. He knows that there is something fishy going on, and 8 points going to be given away for free.
Indeed, that's why we're probably shifting our eyes to B right now. Jake was on crits at the start of that, so I have to see, but there are no stickies into lobby, which is quite weird to see, as usually you have a sticky trap there and maybe a spy or a flank class just coordinating, just a synchronized detonate there, just getting 9Ks casually. Yet A does get kept, and there is a lot of the actual flock of the players there from version 4 going on to A, so we have to see if they fake this here, which is quite the common strategy. And there's this full complement of the flank from Team 9 here. Magister is behind that carry, doesn't see him, just steps him as he rotates on high sensitivity. But Jack, right now, we'll have to see if they only want to bait in this lobby area.
Yeah, they're kind of slow and methodical. They want to go for the E-push here, and I think it's a good decision, but now Team 9 has kind of smelled this those screws in the air, and they're completely abandoning B point, just putting most of their defense here. They're actually wrapping around. They're deciding not to go for E. That was just a fake out. Now they're going onto B point. They're gonna take it pretty much for free, as most of the defenses were moved out, and now Team 9 is a bit confused. They're trying to reestablish themselves onto B, but it's a bit too late, as Uber is gonna come out surely much faster from the red team than the blue. Kayla's gonna try to tank the team with the Uber charge. Now the heavy gets a little bit 4 HP, chasing down Comps, is having a duke out with Quintosh, but Quintosh is winning this one. And now Amaterasu picks up herself a kill, but well, falls down as a result, and only 3 players up, and that looked very, very promising for version 4, but the execution lacked resolve.
Yeah, that was insane to see, as Presti gets though a little opening up frag maybe onto Menti once they can probably respawn there, but in the end Team 9 almost got completely roosed there and getting taken down, as Mars stops a bit forward aggression, being on a 5k at the end of that, but they still stabilized. They had a fewer bit longer Ubers, so that just managed June to stay alive, get really crucial pipes there and staying alive crucially. And then the rest of the players just surrounded the offensive team, who ended up on worse positions, as Dezu also going to get sticked out there. June though getting stabbed, but once again they've recuperated, and it's probably not looking as bad as at the first time it just maybe looked like, as they probably got completely flustered out of this point, but they're still fighting for it somehow a bit. I think they are giving it up quite soon, though.
Yeah, I mean, neither medic really has the Uber charge, so it's actually kind of easy to push into the other team because they're all clumped up right now. Menti, however, is scoping in body shot into Py-bun, who survives barely, just scraping his teeth on the wall just to survive this one. Menti now looking for 1,000, but there's a lot of spam in front of him, and just in time he gets killed away. Kalis now kind of on the charge here, waiting out the Uber charge, and now they're just gonna have a much better pop, chasing down the enemy team. Gambit is gonna stay behind, try to work his flames. 1 HP, that hero survived way too long than he should have, but finally Pyro going down here. Quintosh gonna stay behind as well to make sure that Jack survives, but he's gonna pay with his life, and B point also gets lost in the engagement. 3 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock is not too bad, but probably not what's the score that the version 4 was looking for. They're gonna have to make up the time.
Yeah, Team 9 might just lose C off their play, which basically meant that they get the frags there. That's quite decent for them, as they completely cleaned all the players up. Pit kill, yeah. Post exclamation mark pit. The pit will probably have a bigger and higher kill streak there. Maybe not the snipers, but in the end it just gets fed there quite a lot. Team 9 recuperated nice. They're even going to take the connector. On the second point, I was really critical. They lost 6 players and still Ubered in, almost lost their scout and everyone as well. And then version 4 being a bit too slow, they could have definitely kept the C point. But in the end, Jake, the tides have shifted once again, and maybe water is not so steered right now, as both teams have Uber, and we'll have to see how version 4 want to take initiative into this hold.
Yeah, they're kind of gauging their options right now. They're seeing the situation, they're kind of gauging it. You know, Team 9 is still holding on to C with half their forces, half of them actually on E point, which gives version 4 quite a bit of an advantage, but they do have Menti here for Team 9, who's kind of hard scoping into this area. Quintosh low on health. Oh, what is he doing? He's looking. Oh, he survives, just barely gets the help from the medic. He was so aggressive there, I thought he was gonna die. He's still charging in, getting saved by Jack. Dave also popping the Uber charge, but they're backing away into the connector. Kayla staying on the front, trying to take out some damage here. Py-bun and Amaterasu having a scuffle, but getting helped out by Mars from behind. And now, once again, I mean, they do clean up house on C. With half forces, you cannot do much. Menti getting a body shot onto Dave, who's barely alive. Oh, looking for Kayla's, but missing just barely as well. and they're gonna take themselves the C point without too much of an opposition coming out of Quinto. She's just staying there to make sure that, well, people are not too happy about the situation, but definitely he isn't either.
That was quite the cheeky foray there, which I was a bit off-taking, as this is usually not how Germans team play. Maybe that's just a Russian influence, I'm not quite sure, as they just contested this C area so aggressively with their combo. There was no reason to do it, but then again, they almost regrouped but got flustered out in the end. Yet that is a respectable time. 5 minutes and 15 seconds. They can still hold onto this. Menti is so aggressive here. Into this little death corridor. Piece is going to get revolvered down by Enforcer by Magister. Menti overstepping his boundaries, and they want to take this Uber exchange here in right now.
Oh, the Ubers coming out on both sides. Neither team really taking any kills, however, because all the people on the battlefield right now are flashing. Dave running away with his medic on the point, still occupying D point. There's an aggression coming out of Team 9. Quintosh is very good position, looking, raining down health. Cobb's low on health and no ammunition. He's gonna go down, and so is Dave. Sprasty down as well. A lot of kills gone down. You're 4 HP, gonna go on the point, trying to finish this one off, but he's all by himself. And like the song goes, yeah, Menti is just gonna be waiting for him here. Oh, and Quintosh coming in. No mercy from the heavy weapons guy as he takes him down. And he's gonna try to surf his way out, but he's a bit too heavy for this jump to happen. Cobb is gonna try to take down the engineer, but Ara runs away with a sliver of health. And the E point's currently under siege. Ara's just gonna run into a world of trouble from Cobbs.
They have to get this E point right now off all these players, as they're taking trades and they're not in their favor. Yet there comes a big frag wave coming in though from the flank alongside with the Demo Man. Yet there's only 3 players up and the rest are on quite long respawns. Gambit, they're even on 24-second respawn, which is quite rough here if you're not used to steal. As there's a big sticky trap though, killing Cubone. Amaterasu is going to get killed, but only 1 or 2 players up there, as Jack is on 50% and has a big just respawn wave coming in.
Wow, Kalis is just doing work, locking down the E spawn by himself pretty much. Now being reunited with the medic, Dave 100%, Jack only 50. They are in a world of trouble. Losing Mars in such a crucial moment is also very difficult. Quintosh still alive, gonna go for the connector 6 times on the point, and the Ubers come out. Jack running away, and looks like they're not gonna be able to stop this one, Dom, as 7 minutes and a half is what it took version 4 to take down Team 9. Now Team 9 will have a go, and if they manage to cap this point in 7.5 minutes, they do win. I'm not sure if still it's gonna be best of 3. Personally, I hope not, but if it is, well, it's probably gonna be.
It's a great map. It's brain map. Yet you have to keep in mind brain map. You have to keep in mind though that if I were on Team 9 right now in this concrete situation, I would be quite happy and quite content with that time, because I was almost sweating a bit there. Just a lot of pretty aggressive situations with, in the end, some gambles that I was probably not predicting all that much. Just having them seen play before, it did work out in their favor at some point. They could have really gone wrong at some points, but in the end, I think 7.5 minutes is definitely good if you don't get completely flustered and like don't manage to break any point down. Get really into crutch hold there is what version 4 I think need to get going for them to even turn this around, because as I was saying, 7.5 minutes, really content to play with that time. We have to see though, they are probably not emphasizing all that much onto A either, no, so we quickly turn our eyes most likely to B, but there is no suicide wave coming in there as well, so yeah, standard map.
Now, what is actually interesting, Dom, is look how far forward Team 9, well, Team 9 is capping A, right? But version 4 is very far forward. They're not really occupying B points. So if Team 9 decided to go A straight, it would take a long time for version 4 to actually reunite. Look how far forward they are. I'm not sure if Team 9 realizes this, but they could probably sneak in an E cap and secure themselves a win here. But they're deciding to play it safe. You know, they have some time to work with Nogana, but Dave drops the Uber charge. Oh my god, as Menti takes him down with a body shot, and that's going to be so crucial here as Jack has 100%. Version 4 is scrounging some plays together, but they're not going to be able to, because the positioning from Team 9 is just superior, taking down HP, looking for Kalis, taking him down as well. Uber is coming out for good measure as well, and B point is just all but done here. Cubone just being a nuisance, but Mars takes no pleasure in this, I don't think. Maybe he does. You'll have to ask him yourself after the game.
You'll probably just scream at me though, as Presti is almost getting a frag there in the end onto Jack, but you know, Twitch chat, now we know why this area there on B is called a drop down, you know, because Menti dropped down and got the drop
down.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my god.
It was Dave dropping down as well, that there in the end. So, big hero plays definitely leaves them with this big 50% advantage even. Maybe can emphasize some cap time on E just to bait them in, but in the end, Jake, that was just a really prolific just shot there, miraculous shot from Menti, just saving that to be so quick.
Yeah, Team 9 just definitely getting this one present, you know, away from Santa has gotten his presence soon in the form of Menti here. But he's gonna be scoping in at the spawn. They're kind of looking at E with hungry eyes, but they do know that it's way safer to play C point first. Now, a lot of players from version 4 are on C. They're kind of entrenching themselves. They're reaching that 100% uber charge, and Jack still has his in the bank. So I don't think they're gonna be really too aggressive. I mean, Cobbs is there. He's gonna take down Quintosh for breakfast. Now, Matras is on the point, kind of occupying it. Nice headshot there onto 4 HP, taking him down. But no, Dave! Morse!
He just swoops in there. They completely got crushed by their foray. I don't know what Team 9 was doing, just sticking around, but a miraculous little soldier just flying in and flocking Dave off their second drop in this map. And there's still this cap time coming from Amaterasu onto E, so they might even want to emphasize here because they still have this Uber. They're going to bait them out of C most likely, as they're going to grab that for free. So 4.5 minutes, full Uber to play with.
Wow, this is incredibly good to be a Team 9 member right now. As Dave is only 30% down the line, 100 onto Jack. What a headshot there by Tazo, however, trying to equalize this a little bit. You can see how low his sensitivity is because he pretty much doesn't change his Y-axis at all. Now Amaterasu kind of using the winger to get up to high places as well. 4 HP. Oh, find himself a little Mars present from the gods. Finding him in the lobby tunnels there. Py-bun just kind of scouting area left and right and center. E-point still uncontested. 4 minutes left on the clock for the blue team here. Team 9 to get this one done and dusted. They're putting some bodies on it just to put the pressure onto version 4 as they're missing 3 players, but Dave has that 100%. Tazo making his dream by taking down June is also quite important, but Uber is coming out of red team. Blue is not waiting too long to get this one done. Kez is just going to back away. He's not going to try to fight this one. He has nothing to win here, as the both Ubers are fading away, and this is probably something that version 4 is looking for. Amaterasu low on health, and a lot of red bodies now swarming the point. This is what version 4 have been preparing for.
Yeah, in the end there, that was quite rough. They got caught out on the midpoint of the last point there, essentially on E. Jack just alongside with his pyro, yet got blasted down there as they completely rotated them out through lobby. They had good initial picks there. Mars trying to jump in, maybe doesn't have his headphones, just maybe too raucous, you know, to hear the sentry gun until it's in his eyes. Maybe he mutes himself after that. But yeah, in essence, they can maybe even still go for D, but sometimes they're losing too much time here. Menti also gets killed. I feel like they kind of need to make his decision here right now.
Yeah. I mean, this is a bit risky. I mean, they're losing time, 2.5 minutes, and you have to remember that E-point takes about 45 seconds with 3 times on it to get capped, which means there's not a lot of time to work with. They're kind of, you know, Team 9 has hellbent themselves onto taking E straight away, completely leaving D without too much contestation. Now Mars is gonna work away on the sentry gun by the engineer piece. Now there's a lot of bodies on the point right now. E-point is currently being only contested here by ×2, but oh, here comes the pit kill as June falling down. Sacrificial pit. As now Uber's coming out of the red team. Dave is using his. Jack is down for the count. Here comes his credit for that. 3 times on the point right now. 3 players down the side of red. And Team 9 is doing their best to keep the dream alive. 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock. A bit of a scuffle fight, but this one, Narkari takes it. Cubone, 10 HP. He takes the spy as well, Magister. And, well, it was a lot of scrap fighting. A lot of risky situations, but 1.5 minutes for Team 9.
They get baited by the point there. They should have focused the frags. So much work coming in from the flank. We made a fool out of Mars there before, but he jumped in afterwards as the gun was wrangled. Jumped in, killed the engineer, killed the gun. Amaterasu coming in, killing the sniper as well. But in the end there, the Team 9 well, Combo almost overcommitted there a bit, and they just focus the point. You don't need to focus the point, you just make these 3 picks into 5 or 6 picks onto long respawns. But in the end, still 1 hour, I almost want to say, 1 minute. 1 minute for Nakari to hold this Thezu going to get body shot down there. There's still 25% disadvantage down to Jack, so right now they have to go for it.
Yeah, they have to. They have 1 second to put the body on the point, maybe a couple more if I'm not counting, but Team 9 needs to plant themselves there, and version 4 is not going to let this one through. And I don't think at this point there's anything that Team 9 can do. Uber's coming out. They do take down Cubs with the help of Quintosh, who is now just W plus M1 to the red team, who are flashy. Kayla's backing away for this one, putting a lot of sticky drops for Quintosh, but Quintosh is not gonna waver. He's gonna take down the demo man. Magister there surfing away and taking down the medic, taking down the pyro. A lot of red players are dead, and even though they're all dead, there's not enough time on the E point, I'm afraid. And Team 9 is just looking at the sad E point being completely uncontested for 3, 2, and 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it.
Yeah,
I mean, is this it? It's just like a round. Are we playing best of 3?
Obviously you play... Why would you play an awesome map like Steel, not best of 3? I don't understand.
Well, you know, playing from the disadvantageous position here. They need to win 2 games in a row in order to get this one, and this is Steel. These games could go upwards of 15, 17 minutes sometimes, so we'll see how they decide to go as they're on the offense first here, Dom, as the game just started.
Yeah, custom decrease here is that you try to be cheeky when you are on the back foot, though we have to see if they assume a cheeky position right now, as all the players are, and A just going to cap it instantly. A was never a hold, I don't think, in the last like 10 years or even before that. No cheeky, crazy engineer going to put a sentry gun there, nothing is going to happen. Thezu, big pick from Magister, killing the sniper in front of the sentry gun. Nakari getting killed as well. 2 really great picks to just take your aggression into this here and just going to engineer your team these advantageous positions, but they are kind of slow. They're only 6 seconds onto the respawners.
Yeah, they're deciding to go through B. They're not really going for A here. Kind of checking out those corners. They know there's Cogs in there, but he's just gonna get spammed out. There's no mercy for the heavy weapons guy. Peace is also gonna lose his exit teleporter. Dave is popping really early, however. I'm not sure what happened there, but he doesn't really look too scared, so blue team is just gonna wait it out. Quintosh in that little hut there. Uber's coming out now. They have nothing to wait. Nice reflect there by the Pyro. 4 HP doing a lot of work delaying the supercharge. Neither team really has capitalized on their Ubers, with Dave kind of, you know, early popping this one. You know, it happens to everyone every now and then. And then just sort of followed up by Jack, but not really doing too much with it. However, B point is currently being captured by Team 9, and it seems that version 4 are gonna decide to just let this one go. They're not really gonna have to overcommit on this one. It's just the B point. They have 3 more points to worry about.
Now we know what the 4 in version 4 stands for, because it is for 4 HP. He was literally the only one going to delay the enemy team there, as they engineered themselves really good advantages, as they just got players behind, forced Dave, and then he was there and they wrangled the level 3 gun just behind, so they didn't even see anything that was in front. Kalis got headshot in the end of that, and they just completely flustered them out, though June is going to die as he spawns. Cubon still behind with this Force of Nature, going to battle Amaterasu, still taking the health kit, delaying them so much. Menti is going to get headshot. The Ubers have completely equaled out. There's quite a fluster here and going to get stalled out, as they maybe wanted to be way more aggressive. Cubon finally dying, but you wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, and it's a very crucial time. Like, every single second counts here. Now, Ario has built up level 3 on the B point. Just make sure that no straggles are up there. He's now packing it up and probably gonna plant it on the E point. He's being escorted here by Menti and the rest of the team, just waiting in that little corridor there. The little shutter door. Sprasty is waiting for the team as well to push in. And most of the red team is currently being locked out. Early pop coming out of Jack, or Dave, who's been kind of scared. With 4 HP to him, he's gonna have to sort of survive this one. 4 HP, just no mercy shot by Menti. And then Peace Cubs all going down. This is really coming up. Team 9 seems as they're in complete control. In version 4, there's not much I can see from their previous rounds. They're just sort of at the mercy of Team 9. The C point currently under siege and probably gonna be given away.
Yeah, they completely got roosed once again. I'm going to just keep repeating the same word, because there are just a lot of follies going around. Yet Team 9 ending up on top this time around as well, figuratively and literally, as they just stood the high ground, forced the enemy team, had full Uber advantage after that to play with, and still have this Uber advantage. 40% still ticking. kept the C point, which was really looking great for them, only taking the 3 minutes. So even though they lost some time there onto the second point, it's probably not going to face them. TF2 just taking a bullet and just being the pin in the push-off that probably as Amaterasu is going to get killed as well. The entire team of the Uber doesn't even kill. It does kill the level 1 wrangled sentry gun, but nothing really gets out of that apart from that, so Dave now has a full Uber advantage.
I mean, where was the last time that Team 9 stopped short of not, killing Dave? Like, they're gonna definitely try to go for him right now. Dave has 100%. He is also going to have quite a bit of a bad time surviving this one. TF2 is now scoped in, looking into the E point. Magister is making his way through as well. And Team 9 are all setting their chess pieces into play. They're waiting for an opportunity to strike. Jack already has 50%. He's not waiting. Dave is there. They've localized where the medic is. They're gonna take down Py-bun, but barely. Jack almost died in this engagement. Quintus holding out A by himself, just gonna make sure nobody sneaks through, waiting for an opportunity to strike. And it's just kind of a waiting game, a slow down. They're waiting out for that Uber charge. Jack low on health, however. So is Quintus duking it out by himself with the heavy weapons guy. Kale's gonna reunite and probably go and chase after Quintus. Maybe not. Scissors here supporting the team, and the point currently is gonna be under control. They're trying to get this one.
Yeah, Uber exchange right now, though, they probably shouldn't get blasted off here. There's better Uber management right now from Jack and June, but they have to just completely kill Copsy as he just survives, and they completely get flustered out there as June is going to die at the end of that. TF2 on a 9k, close to double digits. Dave going to get stabbed, though, as a lot of players just going down once again from Team 9, even still that Py-bun is going to chase them out, but better spawns right now, as I was saying, for Team 9, but they didn't even get all that much done with it, as only Dave is going to be on a long respawn queue, as they're once again going to assume this E position. I don't know, they could get tactical, try to lock off the spawns, they're still getting distracted. They have to watch out, they don't want, once again, run into this respawn wave of the defending team.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to play around it. I mean, Narkaris are using the conch, getting blown away by June. June's cake gets shot, and Narkari, unfortunately, died to the pit just barely before burning to death. He was now in no position to survive this one, so pit gods are satiated. Mars is now making his way on the point 3 times on and halfway down already. Mars jumping on top of this cheeky little spot. Nobody has noticed him just yet. I mean, oh, maybe they have. They're trying to look at him and shoot him down here. Comms is making work, but also the splash damage is gonna scare him away. They're waiting for the medic to kill him up. Nice kill down to Ivor, but he's not gonna get much else. The Uber's coming out of blue team right now. Team 9 chasing it, but they're just gonna get this one, and there's nothing that version 4 could do about this situation. 6 minutes and 6 seconds, very respectable time, and it's gonna be difficult to beat.
That's a moment of the season right there from Mars. This just standing on the doorframe, forcing 4 players to try to shoot him as he just bunny hops there all the time and completely buys like 10 seconds for Team 9 having 5 or 6 players just capping the E point, and in the end they just Ubered in there. Really great play, just over 6 minutes, obviously faster than the time set before. Yet you still have to keep in mind that they, I don't know, just lost their grip halfway through as they pushed, so I don't think that time per se in the round before was really an issue. It was just cracking the last point down there, which they also could have done 1.5 minutes earlier. So if they have that down, then they can win on that round here as well, even though they could have also won on the first round with the strategies I just described. Yet we have to once again see, I mean, we did see there, that Mars, and like Mars is just so prolific, just getting an engineer down with a sentry gun, which just opens up so much space. But we have to see how version 4 is playing, and just some quick little side fact and funny fact, as they are probably just going to cap A and not do anything. Version 4 is called Fear in German, you know, and fear does seem quite reminiscent of, you know, fear. So, I mean, if Team 9 don't fear the fear, then the 9 can win over the fear.
So, Team Fear versus Team No.
Yeah, I mean, Team, you know, 9 is greater than fear. I guess.
Wow. Okay, Mr. Unbiased Caster number 1. We'll see how this one turns out, as A points currently being captured by version 4. There's a couple of stragglers at Mars and Magister kind of scoping out the area, and Narkari is sort of checking out the windows alongside his own trusty sniper TF2, as they're gonna slowly make their way through the E point. They're not really gonna go for B anymore. Conch has gone out. Magus is gonna go down, but not before killing Dave, and there's no more Mr. Medic for you, dear team. very angrily here. Narkari comes in and forces an Uber charge out of Jack to save the team, and now the ruse is up as Team 9 is rotating onto E point. It looks like it's not going to work out, so Kayla's just waiting for Cobbs to trudge away very quietly and sneakily. He's going to be able to maybe catch June off guard, but no, there's a lot of cover coming, and the sentry gun is going to take him down as Ira takes the credit for the kill.
Yeah, well played there. Magister just being a complete miraculous playmaker there. No, Jack completely in the open. Gets body shot there by Thezo, just a little crack shot. You shouldn't stay around this corner as a medic. Just heal your players long distance rather around the corner. But as I was saying, Magister just completely putting the psychological warfare, posting the lol bind there as he just, in other font as well, I don't know where you get this font, but anyway, he killed the medic. June gets killed. Yeah, they're really struggling here, you know. They lost Jack and it's probably going to get bad for worse. The Euro shouldn't overstay here. He needs to back out. I don't know if they want to hold this really. Kalis does go down and they're still going to save this point somehow.
Yeah, I mean, Team 9 is holding out strong. Peace is doing a lot of work though. That level 3 sentry is definitely doing a lot of work. Finally going down. And Peace is low on health as well. Ooh, what a crack shot there as you call them onto the Narkari, and Cuban's also gonna go down to Mars. Is now on the 5k streak. Madrasa Mars holding on A, but nobody's there. Just a lot of cobwebs and you know, tumbleweed. As June now is having a hands full of work trying to keep this version 4 attack at bay. 3.5 minutes to go. They're still stuck at the B point, and Team 9 is definitely putting in a lot of work.
The jump from Nakari, they have to deny this. Gets a double K onto Menti, onto Eero. We have to see as they get quite aggressive. Kill Kalis in the end of that. Quite good read there from Amaterasu, completely chasing the players out, also killing Peace. There's a little cap time only. Py-bun against Amaterasu, the big 1v1 scout. That is why you practice MGE, and he does get scared out. So they're looking quite well here. Only 3 minutes. They're trying to take this, and I think it's safe for Team 9 here to back out. They have to back out anyway because they lost June. I don't know why Scissors is still staying in. Getting stabbed for Troubles. Menti going to die as well. They need to regroup safely into this connector, as they're also getting pressured already by cops, so yeah, they really have to regroup their players right now.
Yeah, and it seems that Team 9 is just gonna entrench themselves. Py-bun almost dying, but he's gonna get himself, oh, sentry coming up, and he's gonna get shot by Quintosh with no mercy, who is sitting in the connector. Kale's gonna try to trudge his way through there, leading by Cobbs as Jack and June both have been stabbed by the spy Sprasty. Very well done here, buying a lot of time. Uber's coming out of Dave, they're pushing on forward, they're taking kill. Scissors down for the count as well for this one. And it looks very promising. C point still yet to be capped. 2 minutes left on the clock. They cannot allow themselves to lose any time now.
Yeah, that was just the vice versa situation of what Magister has done for Team 9. Now Sprasty does the exact same stuff for version 4, and we'll have to see as it's putting them into the driving seat quite overwhelmingly right now, as he just waited for Quintosh to look away, come in, get a drop onto Jake, get another stab onto the demo man there, June going down as well. So still players going to respawn, still equal percentage Ubers, so we have to see. They probably don't even have time to cap this D point here right now, so all the emphasis will be on E as they are going to take this rotational side door onto D. Nakari is going to lock it off with the Conjurer right now. His Cops is going to fall, but there's a big jump coming in from Nakari right now. He's getting flustered into the lobby area, so we have to see. 1.5 minutes, it's really ticking right now. It's quite tense.
It's quite tense, as you say. Mars only down for the Team 9. Makari's there, level 3 sentry in the corner, is gonna do a lot of job. And Ira is on 50 HP. 1.5 minutes left on the clock to get this one done. Team 9 looking really strong. They lost Cobbs and Py-bun here on the side of version 4, and they don't have the Uber charge in the bank just yet. They have only one chance, one opportunity. Can they take it? As Jack is on 100%, Dave is nearing, they're rotating back through the D point. Jack is holding quite aggressively, the sentry is up there on the E point, is going to provide more cover. Dave is rotating even more. Kalis being found there by Quintosh, forced out by Quintosh. Like that, they're going through the D point. 45 seconds about to elapse, but there comes a massive flank here from Kalis, blocking down Jack, who has no one to heal. He's just currently going to have a 1v1 with the medic. He's surfing away, he's still alive somehow, but staggered long enough. 4 times on the clock right now, and this just could be anyone's game at this point, Dom. Half a minute left.
That's going to be really, really clutch. The last respawn wave really has to pull a lot here as they get 9 or 8 players just onto this cap. There comes Magister though, stepping the gun, just going to delay it for a little longer as Winter is going to completely coordinate, walk in there, as he's going to get something out as well. But there are so many players at this point going to fall though. 2 Mars in the end, Py-bun is going to die as well. There's only 8 seconds up, it's only 2 players. 4HP needs to survive this. No, he gets killed by Quintosh. This is the last lightning round as Nakari is going to get killed as well. Dazu dying, and there comes the comeback for Team 9.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Holy...
9 is bigger than 4. Mathematically proven.
Oof. This could not get any closer, my friend. This could not get... Could have been done already, but version 4, fortunately, choking in the end. And fortunately for Team 9, they do take this one. We're down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 on steel, 1-1 in maps as we're watching Team 9 versus version 4, the semi-final of season 21. Stay tuned.
Yeah, last shot here as everybody votes Jake for the entertainment, just producer here for your favorite blockbuster as a narrator, yet you also have to cope with my little annoying voice that points out objectives and things that are boring to watch and boring to look at, but in the end also a great deal of amazing plays that just went down once again. By the way, Jack being on the crits, I don't even know where the crit stickers are put. I have to have a quick peek though. But yeah, they're once again on this defensive stance here, Team 9, as we have to see. The last time Magister really put just a really big dent there, a psychological dent even into version 4, as he just got the drop there miraculously onto the transitional point from A to E or somewhere. But you really have to have some nerves here when you're version 4 to try to full commit to E, but we'll have to see how they want to opt to this and how confident they are just going to take it in. But yeah, right now there's a little bit of downtime probably, but we'll have to see what they make do after that.
Yeah, I just wanted to continue. This summer, Team 9 will take on version 4. Version 4 on the attack here, as they're going to be trying to get this A point with no contestation. Little do they know, they're going to try to go for the AE push, as the medic has now rejoined them on the A point.
And they say that cigarette commercials are banned. I think this is indirect, cigarette commercial, if you're just going to talk with a voice like that, even though we have to see as this little roller gate here rolls up from A to E. And once again, Dave is out on A, and once my narrator will probably talk out this and will say, oh, I know that they will push E. I'm pretty sure that they will do the fake down once again, but, the flank from Team 9 is alive to watch what they want to brew up here.
Yeah, I mean, they may actually very well do it. I mean, they are faking it out. If you have 4HP now reunited them with them, and it's just Uber coming out very early. Dave trying to catch everyone, trying to focus down this sentry gun. But it's actually quite defensive and quite well protecting her. Scissors is just going to do some bit of work, like as a pirate does. But he's not going to be able to capture on any of that happen, and that Uber charge ultimately has fallen flat as Kalis Cobb's piece and Dave fall down in this engagement here. 4HP having a bit of scuffle with Scissors, and Amaterasu comes in and puts a stop to this one. And now Py-bun is on the point, having 1v1 with Amaterasu here, and is going to put some time on the E, even draw 2 players down from the B point onto E itself. But not gonna work out in their favor too much as Py-bun is being pushed away. Now V4 not really having answered this T9 defense. Menti's on the prowl, Dazu knows about him, so he's gonna be kind of careful. However, the sentry's going down, so is Menti, and that opens up a lot of room for version 4 to push into.
Yes, Presti was in there, and Jack doesn't even have the Uber yet. They have to really watch out here. Nakari is putting so much pressure, he's going to die. They still have some cap point here to play with, and June wants to take this. Cops is really weak. Someone needs to support June here. Cops is so weak, but June also needs heals. They're probably not being all this, confident to take this. Oh no, they're actually going to take this fight here right now. It's an equal Uber exchange. They really have to get out here, because I'm pretty sure that Cops is just going to safely eat a sandwich there. There comes a big pipe though, killing Kalis from June. He's doing so much damage. Someone support June as Jack is going to get caught out though. I did not want them to take this fight, and they do pay in the end of that, and they just need to completely regroup out here. Quintosh is still committed in. June dies at the end of that.
Oof, like a house of cards. One by one are the cards falling. And there's not much that the Team 9 can do. They lost Mars, they lost Quintosh. Jack is still winning in the respawn queue, and B point has currently been captured. Dave is working towards another 100% very shortly, and Py-bun is now just being a nuisance on the E point as a scout does. Level 2 sentry been built up by Engineer, but not fast enough as Caitlyn is there to put an end to it. He's, however, gonna go down to some flames from the Pyro here. And Dave gets himself a nice little kill with the melee weapon. He still survives, has that 80% uber charge in his bank. Last control point is currently being captured, however. And that's a very ballsy play, as the C point currently just being completely abandoned. And it seems that version 4 are putting older chips onto the E point. Maybe not, maybe yes. They're sort of a bit scattered and they are a bit unsure what to do, Dom.
Yeah, Team 9 completely out-rotated them there through Anna. That was insane. They kept little trenches there that just allowed them to defend the points. And in the end, even though they had advantageous positions, their version 4 didn't get anything done. Menti succumbs to death there in the end, but I feel like June is definitely spearheading this here. He did overcommit there quite a bit, which lost them the B point, but before that he just had a really well read. So I think if they can just get their combination here down, I'm pretty sure even that they want to contest this here, just seeing how they played before as they're going to take the exchange. I hope it doesn't work out for them as it did on the second point, as they completely just lost out on the players there. June has to get them to respawn. He doesn't though. I mean, he does, but he only gets there with a 20-second respawn. So once again, just with his forward aggression, I don't agree with this, and it's 4.5 minutes only for version 4 for 3 points.
I mean, Menti has given his payment back in the form of a bullet between the eyes, but that kind of worked out for him here. No more Mr. Demo Man on the battlefield for Team 9. And here it is. I mean, version 4 is just completely on the onslaught, on the offense. Jack doesn't have his supercharges, but neither does Dave. And they're currently knocking on the D door here. Thazu is just taking a body shot. Ooh, Dave is not going to run away from Thazu this time. And Menti somehow finds a headshot there on Cubone. He's still looking for one. Here's Thazu, but he's going to be pressured away by June. And, well, Kayla's going to be picked up by Amaterasu. So that's working out in the favor of Team 9, who's finally managed to find their footing after a heavy series of blows from version 4. And maybe they'll be able to look at a good control over the E point. Now, Sprasty's going to work. No, he's going to be found out here by the Mr. Pyro, as, well, Scissor's doing his end of the contract quite well.
Yeah. It's very sullen, everybody is concentrated, so they listen to Spy talks and actually hear that what Team 9 is doing really well right now is just completely feeding off each other's damage. Amaterasu is just completely listening to calls. I can just see that there's people called weak, especially Kalis. She rushes in, kills him like 3 consecutive times after June just does the damage. And Menti, though, succumbs to a headshot there, and the version 4 team is right now rotating completely to D as they're trying to cap this here. They still have this little deficit in Uber stakes, yet nobody is going to take advantage of that from the Team 9 team. Eero is going to get fully charged body shot as well, but there comes right now once again this Uber exchange here onto the D point. They have to see who overcommits. I'm pretty sure that Team 9 are into the disbenefit because they don't even have that many numbers up, as June is going to fall in the end of that once again.
Yeah, I mean, June, don't even look for a medic because you get your pills served, my friend. As the E point is currently being capped, D point is about to be complete, and it doesn't look very promising from Team 9 because they have to really walk a long distance around the whole map to get to the E point. It's already 4 times on it. The full force team is just currently occupying it as well, being sticky up from every single side. Team 9 really have to pull an ace from their sleeve if they want to keep this stack of cards rolling 6 times on it, and I don't think this is going to be it. 6 minutes and 46 seconds. Incredibly good time, if I do say so myself.
It's a medium time. I mean, they had 6 minutes and 6 seconds beforehand, Team 9 there, but I definitely do agree. I mean, that's the kind of issue, you know, that's the medium time. In the first round, they had even longer time, but they managed to defend even that. And in the second round, I mean, Team 9 were able to push faster than that, but I think with the medium time, you're quite well just oiled up here, because right now the ball is definitely in the court of Team 9, but they have to make this flock just work, because, you know, you can't throw it, you can't throw the ball, you have to hit it just quite right and quite square. But in the end, once again, what I said there, some misjudgments, sometimes on Uber managements there from Team 9, but really good coordination onto scout rushing in, damage just calling. But inversely, version 4 also just reading situations well when they even have a disbenefit. If they lose Dave, or Dave does take a lot of damage, they don't even care for that. They just completely regroup, as you said before, try to stay alive, try to stay sullen, and just immediately going to play around respawn. So we have to see right now last shot from each team.
Ooh, Thazu, what are you doing, my man? He's just kind of like looking for this dirty shot, and he gets the shot off the Menti. Menti's down for a count. He's looking for more. barely missing Ira, who's now on half HP. He's gonna zap this sentry away to safety to kind of help it heal. 8 points being currently captured by T9. They have 6.5 minutes to work with. And I'm just curious, are they gonna go the regular alphabet route, or they're gonna try to squeeze in a cheeky little cap onto E? Amaterasu is just kind of like spamming away, looking for Sprassi, who's still there. He's not too phased by all those shots being kind of shot into him. There's a lot of sticky still ready, and he's kind of communicating what's happening. Oh, he's running into a lot of trouble. He's gonna be found out, and there's Dave, Rusty, and B's going down. What happened there?
Drop once again from Menti, from drop down, just completely going into there. It wasn't even a headshot, doesn't matter. It was a body shot, but they're going to get completely rooped off the side there. Kalis just going to fall there as well, going to get reaped off the side. 4 HP still trapped in behind. Cops is still there, getting killed there, but Jack going to go into a sniper sideline forward. They're going to get killed there by Thezu. In the end, they still have only 3 to 4 players with a little respawn there to defend it. So once again, miraculous shot from Menti, but they have to convert this into advantageous forays.
Thezu is just utilizing those dirty sidelines, but finally getting his worth here. Magister whiffing a stab onto the spy just by an inch, and Sprass, oh no, that was so close as well. The sentry is still up there by T9, and they do manage to capture B point. 5 minutes spare on the clock. It says Menti is now scoping into this lobby area, the connector. Oh, Dave was there, but he didn't decide to pull the trigger just yet. Maybe a bit too late here. Cubone on the point right now. June is leading the charge and waiting for an opportunity here from Menti. Menti sees a demo man. He's jumping in. Body shot to the Kalis. Kalis still alive. And leg shot into him as well. He's solo and help. He's going to survive this one. And Menti's going to get sniped by Tazu as a result of this. So it did work out for the side of red this time around, as Menti's down for the count. But he's going to be back very soon. June is going in. Pill served. 1 order takeout as June is taking down Kalis like he's nothing.
Yeah, who cares about the lockdown if you just have the plumber man who's still allowed to roam free even in quarantine, as he's just going to get the pipes in and is going to be allowed like that 1v1 demo man. June is just doing so much. Peace also getting headshot there as the engineer going to fall to his death, which definitely leaves them in quite an advantageous position here. So many picks coming in. 14-9, it's equal Uber situations, but they're going to go for the E point. And they're in really disadvantageous respawn times right now for version 4. Dave is even going to get body shot once again. Menti going to salvage his cops, is going to get rooped off the side there once again. They're looking in such a good shape.
Wow, this is incredible. That drop is just crucial. And Mars holding down the spawn. Amaterasu and Scissors both on the point. 3 times on it. Not a lot of red players. Kalis on the behind. Coming in, trying to take that Menti. Does take him down. But there's a level 3 sentry ready there already. Point is almost done, Dom.
I wanted to scream really loud because they're almost done this, but they really still have to do this. Hero is going to jump on the point. No, it doesn't work. June is still on this point. They have to delay this point. They have to get the KS down of it. Cops is going to walk into it. No, 2 players onto the point. Magister and the Demo Man June going to completely pound it. 9 is greater than 4 mathematically and right now figuratively proven in this game. Insane rotations there in the end. Just once again Menti with a second drop in this round. I don't know how many drops he got into this entire game, but completely going to turn it around there. The flank coming in, and Jake, I mean, this is why we play Steel best of 3, I suppose.
Well, I mean, it's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. That's Team 9 for you, taking...
I will go to the team, I will tell them your regards. Team 9 sends its regards, I suppose, and in the end it's going to be them in the finals there, as you just pointed it out. So we have a great deal just coming in also with the Prem playoffs, all the playoffs for you coming in, just keeping your eyes peeled once again, watching all of that. But yeah, in essence, Jake, you know, always call on me if you don't want to have 3 hours of solo casting. I mean, I can understand why you want to get a little practice in, you know, but in the end, I mean, I'm quite happy that I could be here tonight. But yeah, I mean, it was great stuff.
Yeah, thanks very much for joining in and helping me out, as the other Jake has gone away already, and we'll be signing off as well, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Check out our social media on Twitter and on YouTube, where we upload all our VODs. Tell your friends, tell your family. It's all up in